Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Raw 25th of February 2019. We kick off the show looking back at October when Roman Reigns announced that he had leukemia, which is still a very, very sad video. But we start the show off with Roman Reigns making his way to the ring. He gets a standing ovation from the crowd, as you would expect. He comes out and thanks everybody for believing in him, all the prayers, thoughts, everyone around him, people who hated him as a wrestling character, people who liked him, everyone was around him. And he said about how he would get up to the plate and swing to the fences. He said he swung a home run. The cancer is now in remission. So that means Roman is back, and it's so good to say that. Roman is back. He was literally just giving everyone high fives, taking selfies, everything. It was a lovely moment. And then Seth Rollins' music plays. He comes out and gives him a massive hug. As ratings go, it has to be a solid 10 out of 10. I can't rate it any lower. It was just a pure, lovely moment in wrestling. As a person, I'm glad that he's in remission and he has returned. So I'm so happy for Roman. I'm so happy. But then we go to our first match. Aleister Black and Ricochet versus DIY in a non-title match. As Ricochet and Aleister Black make their way to the ring, they get attacked by the Revival. Manage to take them out. Commercial. We see Rude and Gable watching the back during the match for some reason. And then Black Mass for the win. So yeah, it was alright. I don't get why they're teaming them together though. They're going to do it again next week. Don't tell me you just plan to put them in a tag team together, because that's a bad idea. Very, very bad. But anyway, solid match. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. And then Charlie Caruso is in the back with Baron Corbin. Brings up Baron's comments about when Roman made an announcement about leukemia. He said, "Are you going to keep living in the past?" He said, "You're desperate for a story. You take things I say out of context. I'm under a lot of stress. No one, not even Roman Reigns, could understand what it was like dealing with running Raw and being an in-ring competitor." And she said, "Are you saying running Raw is harder than dealing with leukemia?" He says, "I hope our paths do not cross." I'm going to personally just give that a flat-out 0 out of 10 due to the fact that he was even hinting that his job was harder than cancer. I don't like that at all. So a flat out 0 out of 10 for me. You know, I'm going to go one step further. That's going to -1 out of 10. -1. It annoyed me. It's terrible. No. Then we see Shawn Michaels in the back to celebrate Ric Flair's birthday, and Johnny Gargano walks in, which was a nice moment. Then we see Snoop Dogg wish Ric Flair a happy birthday, which is awesome. Elias is in the ring, gets interrupted by Lacey Evans. She did a weekly walk to the ring and then back. Okay. Then Dean Ambrose comes out and says he's in a festive mood. The positivity flowing through his veins. He challenged Drew to a no DQ match. Elias starts to play. Dean knows what he's doing. He said, "Are you trying to play me off like the Academy Awards?" He said, "I'm trying to think about a good song about Atlanta, about being able to host people, but winning is a different story." Elias tries to attack him. Dirty deeds. Yeah, that was okay. Give it a 4 out of 10. And then we see Ricky Dragon Steamboat backstage, which was nice. We then have Ronda Rousey and Natalya versus the Riot Squad. The match itself, I'm going to just give a 1 out of 5. It was shit. I'm not even going to go into more details. But Becky Lynch made her way to the ringside, knocks out a member of security, hits Natalya with a crotch, referee calls for the bow. Big massive brawl. Ronda attacks security, and then Becky gets arrested by the Atlanta police. while Ronda's being held off by officials. I'm going to give that segment a solid 7 out of 10. The match was shit, but that build-up was good. I am so glad about that. And then Stephanie McMahon makes her way to the ring. You know, I'm going to give the whole segment a solid 7 out of 10, but I'll discuss what happened because it's a whole thing. She said, I understand why you're upset. Becky's been arrested. She's the least of your problems. She asked to Ronda's like, reinstate Becky, get Becky in the match. She says Becky's a victim of her own situation. She did this to herself. Instead of being on the road to WrestleMania, she's on the road to jail. I'd like to mention at this point, I'm just going to put a logical point out there. How is this Becky's own situation? She wasn't going to be on the road to WrestleMania anyway because Vince suspended her for a bad attitude. So, Stephanie, you can fuck off. Ronda says, this is the first woman's main event. Think about legacy and you have 3 daughters. Stephanie says no, it's a hard no. Ronda's like, Stephanie's like, I'm still your boss. And she's like, you and Becky got from the same cloth. You both have attitude. No one's bigger than WWE. Ronda's like, you do not control me. I'm Ronda Rousey. I'm the world champion. She cannot endorse Stephanie violating this title. If Vince makes all the tough decisions, it's time for him to make the right decision. She puts out the belt and leaves. So yeah, the whole segment, completely with Becky getting arrested and everything like that. I'm gonna up it to 8 out of 10. It was pretty decent. The best thing Ronda's done by far. Then Steve Austin wishes Ric Flair a happy birthday, which was nice. And then Jinder's in the ring and trashing Ric Flair, saying, what's he ever done? The biggest travesty is he wasn't invited. You cannot have a celebration without the Monday Maharaja. He's backstage and challenged any WWE superstar invited to Ric Flair's birthday party for a match. He said the party is over. Kurt Angle comes out. A few German suplexes and an ankle lock, and he taps out. And then gives a German suplex to both the Singh brothers. It's funny enough. I enjoyed it. 2.5 out of 5. I can't say it was a great match, but it was entertaining enough. Then we had a moment of bliss. Alexa starts off by saying, bye Ronda, don't let the red carpet WWE roll out for you, hit you on your butt. She said she would never disrespect the title like Ronda did. If someone wants to put her in Ronda's place, they know where to find her. She then brings out her guest, Finn Balor, saying, nice title, but it's covering your abs. If you... Finn's like, she's trying to make me blush. She said, if you show me your abs, I will show you... And then gets interrupted by Leo Rush. Leo's just like, you don't deserve to be champion, Bobby does. And Finn says if Bobby wants to challenge him, he knows where to find him. Bobby says he's getting ready for Braun Strowman. So it's like, you're challenging me to prove that you're better than Bobby. He's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. So he's like, and Finn's like, I accept your challenge. Because obviously I beat you for the championship. You're the one who wants to reclaim it back. Leo accepts the challenge and says you'll go in the back to prepare for his match. And Alexa says your match is next. Which is good. Solid segment. Solid 7 out of 10 segment. And then Titus O'Neil is in the red carpet area. And this is Sting. Yeah, Sting appeared. Which was nice. And then we had Leo Rush vs Finn Balor. Overall, a really, really good match. Coup de grace for the win for Finn Balor to retain. But I'm going to give that match a solid 3.75 out of 5. It was pretty nice. I did enjoy it. It proved how good Leo Rush is, even though we lost. And then Tucker Knight is walking in the back. He sees the Ascension. They ask where Otis is. He stops diving for cheeseburgers because he's a pig. And then calls him like a bowling ball with something else on top. And he's like, stop. He's sensitive. And then Otis knocks both of them down and said that's what you get for messing with heavy machinery. It was funny enough. I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 10 though. Weren't the greatest segment, but funny enough. Then Bobby yells at Leo Rush for getting a title match instead of him. Bobby reminds Leo that he lost. He had one job. Can I trust you? And Leo says, you can trust me if they go out for Braun Strowman match. Where is it? Oh, the match doesn't even start. Strowman just destroys both of them. So yeah, good enough. Not really going to give it a... Well, I can guess I can give it a 6 out of 10 for a in-ring segment kind of thing. It wasn't actually a match. And then we go to Seth saying he's got a little pep in his step. He's got the biggest match of his life. And secondary, his brother is back. Tonight is about love and celebrating. Seth said Roman probably has an alcohol beverage, so it's time to burn it down, but in a different way. And then we see Ric Flair arrive. Then we have Dean Ambrose vs Drew McIntyre in a no disqualification match. Drew grabs the ring steps. Dean with a drop toe hold, and he falls into the ring steps. Dean slams Drew into the ring steps. Elias hits Dean from behind with his guitar. Elias rolls Dean into the ring. Drew sees Elias and then goes into the ring, hits Claymore for a 3 count. After the match, Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley come to the ring. Corbin with a choke breaker followed by a spear from Lashley. Elias joins him in the ring. So, yeah, the actual match itself was okay. It weren't too bad. I'll give that a solid 3 out of 5. Then, after a bit of a beatdown, Seth Rollins comes out with a chair, then joined by Roman Reigns. A couple of Superman punches, a curb stomp, Roman with a spear. Seth and Roman hug it out, but they do not go to Dean. Then they go up to the top of the rank, and we see Dean getting up in the ring, and they go. So, teasing the Shield return. I like it. But it was really good to see Roman doing wrestling moves. I'm going to give that whole beatdown thing a solid 8 out of 10. It was really good. It was nice to see the tease. It could happen. Maybe Dean will actually stay after WrestleMania now because Roman's back. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Then we go to Bayley versus Nia Jax. Bayley with an elbow off the turnbuckle for 3 count. It's going to get, again, a 1 out of 5. Good, to be fair. Why did you put this crap on before the main event, which was Ric Flair's birthday celebration? Nobody cared at all. It was a shit match, and I couldn't give a flying fuck about it. And then we see Stephanie and Triple H go to the ring with all the wrestlers on the stage. Triple H was just talking about how Roman Reigns returned to claim his yard and your yard. Ronda laying down the championship. Becky going to jail. All comparison pales in comparison to what's right here, right now. Celebrate Ric Flair's birthday for 70 years. And Stephanie introduces the guests: Shawn Michaels, Ricky Steamboat, Kurt Angle, and Sting. They show a video package, which was really, really nice. They show a custom belt made for Ric Flair, which was lovely as well. And then they say, introducing the man himself, Ric Flair. Music plays, stops. We see Batista in the back go into Ric Flair's dressing room, slam the door shut, drag out Ric Flair, and say, "Hello, Hunter. Have I got your attention now?" Hunter leaves the ring, runs to the back, goes and checks on Ric Flair with referees and agents around him. That was a well good way to end it. Very, very good. Nice to see Batista back. Very interested on what they were going to do and how they were going to build the match, which is confirming they are doing the match now. It's very nice. But yeah, damn. Taking out Ric Flair to do it. What a game. That is going to get a nice 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. These segments tonight has been pretty good. A couple of very, very dud matches, as you could tell. Because obviously you got a couple 1 out of 10s, 1 out of 5s. But yeah, overall a pretty decent episode of Raw. Some good matches, some not so good matches, some really good in-ring segments, some okay in-ring segments. But yeah, overall enjoyed it. Now as always, Please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon or channel membership. Links are in the description below. Subscribe to more content, and I'll catch you later. Bye.